Welcome back to the shop. What's up, YT? Back from a great test session here with Betty. 3.0 update on her. New goals. Wear pattern looks good. Let's get into it. I dropped her down with just a safe tune. You know me, guys, I'm super conservative, so she laughed at that and then went to work. I'll just let it go down. Very proud of her. I don't think she hit the wall one time. And as you can see, not many yellows. As you can see, when we got there, they had the left lane blocked off. So we got a points race coming up next weekend. So they want to make sure that both lanes are equal. Just chipping away, man. Very proud of her. Adjusting to that new power band. And that's it. That's where she ended up all day. It was blazing hot out. And I kept her aware that the arcade, do not hot lap it. I did not want her to pop it. My friend Doug gave us a spare. I don't know how cool that is. Thanks a lot, Doug. Always great hanging with you, racing with you, testing with you. Thank you for hooking up Sherry. Well, I noticed another thing, honey, why you can't go that fast right now. Watch this. See how it just stops? Somebody put on the brake. So, that's what I like about this plastic cheap shit from Traxxas. Just make a spare for like 60 bucks. So I'll pull out your tranny, hon, get that spinning nice and smooth. She's wore out. I'm sure the case is flexing. So, you'll be back out, baby? How about what? Yeah. Be right back with Hyde. 2-pole terror. All right, back here with Hyde. First time out with the R1 and a 2-pole. As you guys know, when I went up there, I was on the sweeps. I wanted to test them. I had no idea that they were going to put cones in the left lane and want to get some prep down in the right. So it's kind of an unfair test on the tire. But they're going to be a good tire. I can promise you that. It may not be as good as a Voodoo, but there's a little shiny spot there. Looks like it might use some more air pressure. But they're a good tire. Here's the first pass that I made on them. Very happy with that. And I tried turning up a little bit, and about mid-track, it would start, when I was asking it to get power, maybe a little before, it would start to skate around a little bit. Nothing crazy, but I'd have to lift because you're not going to go any faster. So I just went ahead and put on some goals that I had on the car previous. No change in tune-up, as you can see, it's both 77.5. But it picked up like 600s, 700s. It's all in the 6-foot right there. 328 to a 356. It's going to drop the short mid down 126. It has to follow. Unless you're spinning, you know, you got to start with the short time. That's where all your ET is. Horsepower is mile an hour. If you got both, you're the shit. I just went and started tuning on down. You guys know I'm conservative, so it's going to take a while. Very happy with this chassis, this undercover chassis. It's basically a mutt. I put it together with a bunch of different parts and things that I had laying around. The only thing I bought for it was a DRC transmission. That's what I was able to get out of it. It was very hot out, as you guys there know. It was 96 degrees. And in Florida with the humidity, you boys know that live here, it was miserable. Not so much for us, which it was, but the track. The prep that we were soaking it down with from our tires could never really flash. And the best example of that is if you watch on the video when I shove Betty into the beams, when I'm filming, you can see it webbing really bad. And I said to myself, she ain't going 2 inches. And sure as shit, it didn't go anywhere. So we're going to have to start searching around the line when it gets that hot and the prep can't flash. The groove is really good when it's not greasy. All right, guys, I'll be back with Jekyll. But really quick, I want to give a shout out to my friend, Jonathan Diaz. Down here, we know him as BB Fast. He's a real cool dude. Check him out on Facebook. He made these tires for me. I'm sure you guys know all about this stuff. I'm usually late to the party on these things, but they're nice and short, so they'll let me lower the front of the body more. He does everything from tuning and building motors, ESC tuning, chassis help. You guys need to check him out. He's a pretty fast guy. It looked like he was ripping the other day. We're going to find out next weekend how fast he is. Good guy. Check him out on Facebook, Jonathan Diaz. All right, guys, we'll be right back with Jekyll. All right, guys, back here with Jekyll, Royalty chassis. After I got done beating the hell out of that 2-pole motor at 100,000 RPM, I grabbed this about 2:30. We were running till 4, and the track is slippery and greasy. I was very happy for that to be the first pass. I'm like, God damn, love this car. Both of them are just, so I thought I was gonna step up on the car and tune it up, but as I realized the track is just so greasy, it's been 4 hours. It wasn't of just straight sunlight from like noon to 3. It was just brutal out there for the track. Boy, if I have some of these reaction times next weekend, I'm gonna give him a handful, hopefully get a few more hundreds. Not sure which car I'm gonna enter. I'll know the day of the test, which one's quickest, obviously. But again, all I could get was a 182 at 81, but had a good 6 foot right there, 318. So was finding some areas on the track. I don't know if you guys have noticed, you probably have, a lot of people are modifying these motors. You're slotting the holes so you can turn the end bell to get like an extra 10 or 15 degrees. Drilling holes for ventilation, bearing maintenance, switching out the bearings to the speed secrets. I'm going to do that one. I could see how resistance could possibly lower some amp draw and free up some RPMs. And I'm going to gear it up. Been going through at 54,000, one in low 8s, high 17s. I'm going to step it up. It pops, it pops. It is what it is. I hear the rotors can explode, but I've had good luck not blowing any spurs or anything. And oh, by the way, that's how a tranny's supposed to roll, not like Black Betty. That poor car. That's a lot of draw. All right, guys, I hope you had a good day. Have a great week. We'll catch you on the flip side.